Well, hello and welcome to my video for the BOYU DG2516 skimmer. It's got a needle pump, twin adjustable outlets, probably missing a few pieces that you might actually need. I've improvised slightly to make it safe for fish and anemones. I will take you over to the skimmer, but first we'll have a quick look at the instructions. As you can see, it's Japanese, I'm guessing, or Chinese, and it's very poorly translated. A lot of the English makes no sense whatsoever. So your best bet with those is throw it away. The thing I did was grab the box, look at the picture. The one on the front is the one that you're going to be setting up. That is basically how you want to set it up. You'll notice the pipe coming down from the collection cup. That's actually, I'm guessing, should be a kind of overflow pipe, but it is used to actually empty the collection cup. Means you don't have to switch it off and take it all apart. If you do need to clean it, the best bet, the collection cup doesn't detach very easily, and you find a lot of the time you have to pull the whole unit off the tank. But I generally don't remove the collection cup and clean it. I just empty it and then give it a wipe around with some kitchen towel. Let's face it, it's just going to get dirty again. So we'll go and have a look at the actual skimmer in action. So I've got a Fluval 256 litre tank, and the lights have just gone off, which is amazing. I'll just switch those back on. Just for now. So yeah, I've got a Fluval 256 litre tank. Lots of live rock, a few corals and some fish. You'll see the main power head, and then at the back, it's quite difficult to see from this angle, you'll see we've got the needle pump there and the two outlet pipes. You do get a fitting to go on the front which has an air line coming off it, which obviously the top needs to be kept in air. There's a little screw piece that goes in the end to regulate the airflow. There's no cover on the end, and it's quite a big gaping hole. So all I've done is literally, once you switch the needle pump on, get some of the black foam that you normally get, like the stuff on the outlet pipes there. Just cut a bit that's too big to fall in there properly and just let it get sucked in. It doesn't affect the water flow. In actual fact, it helps it to stop overflowing. You will need to run it for approximately, I'll edit that out. You will need to run it for approximately a week to 2 weeks with minimal flow through. You probably won't be collecting anything in the collection cup. It's a bit dodgy to start off with. And I think that's why it's got such bad reviews. What you will get is a lot of bubbles coming out of the outlet pipes. Mine's calmed down a lot. It's been running for about 2.5 weeks now. Mine has calmed down an awful lot. But you can see bubbles still coming out of it. Not a lot, and by the time they get about 10 centimetres away, they're all gone. But it is doing a good job. I emptied it today. Some people say it runs a little bit wet, but that's nice and dark, and I don't think it would have really removed much more. There is a bit of sludge at the bottom as well, and obviously because I'm not removing it, there's sludge collected in the bottom there. I wiped the main collector tube so you can see the bubbles coming up there. I've adjusted it so it's quite low because I've just cleaned it, but it is still skimming perfectly well. The main things to watch for when you install, put that back down. The main things to watch for when you install this system is, one, it comes with a 2-pin plug. This generally never actually stays all the way in. If it gets knocked, it can come all the way out. So they do send an adapter with it, so that's fine. Right, when you first power it on, make sure that this tube here that comes out of the collection cup, you take the end out of the screw, the end out of the pipe, and just have the pipe coming in. This will help stop it from overflowing and also remove the lid. And I say this because when I first had the lid on, the bubbles started coming up, they started pushing the lid up, the water came up, and then it sprayed out of the top. So luckily it landed in the tank, which is just by it, but there you go, it can be a bit of a mess. Always make sure that the outlet pipes are fully open, otherwise it will just piss water all over your floor. Okay, one thing that took me a day to figure out was that the return pipes, when you first get them, they are very stiff and they do need a really good hard pull, but they do extend down. They must be, these holes in the top must be underneath the water, otherwise it's like having a jet turbine in your front room in the rain. It's very loud. It pissed me off for an evening because I'd installed it.